This is Meltdown Live, presented by MyBookie.ag. Use code NEXTROUND at MyBookie.ag for double your initial deposit. You sign on to make a deposit, they double it with code NEXTROUND at MyBookie.ag. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere. MyBookie.ag.
Hello, Meldonia. I am Tim Melton. This is the Meltdown. We are in the Culver studio. You know the drill. It's 2 o'clock here in Central Time. It is 3 o'clock Eastern Time. We're here with you daily. 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for becoming a member. Smuff, we're looking at you. We appreciate your loyalness. Your loyalness? Your loyalty. Your loyalty to the cause of the Meltdown. I am Tim Melton, working off very little sleep. But you know what? That may make the show a little bit more fun. Who knows? But it's a life choice. It's called poker. E.G. You had a heck of a night last night. What is going on with E.G., where you have now become a poker shark?
I don't know. I just feel good about my game right now. It was a great night. We had a lot of fun. It was a fun secret KO night. So there was some anticipation with the knockouts and things of that nature. Dunaway ended up taking home the knockout win. And he knocked out, like, what, 7 people?
Yeah, it was up there. Dunaway went home with a very nice cash prize.
Yeah.
And he has really not only attended more frequently here in the top 4, and he won the most amount of money.
Yeah.
But I can't explain what's going on with Dunaway other than he plays dumb at the poker table. There's no doubt about it.
Nope, no doubt.
What is this called? A kicker? What is this? A high card?
Straight?
Are aces good? Whatever, He plays
He's
a little dumb.
killer. He slow plays too.
Yeah. But he that's sort of his TNR style too, right?
Yeah.
He sort of plays dunce a couple times and then comes in with the fact that you're like, well, that's really good research there, Dunaway. You've done the homework. So, you can never trust anybody at the poker table, including the Black Widow herself, E.G. That's the nickname that the club is calling you. Do you take, is that like respect? Do you feel respect when you hear that, or do you not like the moniker?
No, I like it.
Okay.
I think I like a nickname, and I think there is some truth to it.
Also a Marvel character.
Yes.
In the movies played by
Scarlett Johansson.
Look at you.
Listen.
Proud Meltdonian.
Proud Meltdonian. You stick around this place long enough, you're going to learn a thing or two.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was good. I think that Black Widow is quite the moniker, and I'll take it as long as I'm claiming victims.
It seems like that is the case currently. We have Tyler Lionel Johns here in tow. Tyler, we've got a whole list of tidbits to get to today. I'm very excited about that.
Oh, yes, we do. Just hoping our stream is all good. I checked on OBS and our stream speed is good. There was some buffering, so if you're having any issues, refresh. If you're still having issues, please let me know in the chat and I'll put out the fire.
Yes, please absolutely do. We have some people looking forward to the mystery box segment, including Nick, who's worried that he's going to have to miss it. And Nick, that's why the replay works out so perfectly.
It does. It's a great feature.
I don't know, Tyler, in all honesty, how well it works on the podcast form, like when we do the mystery box. But I would think it's sort of intoxicatingly fun sometimes driving down the road, listening to people randomly react to something, not knowing what it is.
I do it all the time. I go back and watch our replay, and it's a lot of fun to relive the joys and the horrors of our mystery box experiences.
Smells.
The smells. Yeah. I can't get the smell back in my nose, but I can sort of replay that memory in my head.
Yeah. The eBay boxes were the worst by far. Some of the Second and Charles boxes have had some hair follicles.
Ew.
Some of them. Last week we had the most pristine box in the history of boxes.
It was incredible.
And it was full of hit after hit after hit.
Good ones.
So thank you, Bo. We appreciate it. You've set the bar high, Bo. We have another contribution this week. And I don't know which direction it's going to go, but Bush has donated a mystery box, and we'll get to that here later in the show. But first, it's time to tidbit it up on this Tuesday. Yep, we got some itty-bitty tidbits to get to, and Tyler's going to put those out there. Tyler, where are we starting here with your tidbits? You can approach this however you'd like.
We are starting off in the world of gaming. Got a new release, a remake coming out this summer. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4, releasing July 11th, and they've unveiled the soundtrack to it. It's a lot of nostalgic hits from previous entries in the franchise, plus some first timers, and it's sure to make any fan of the franchise happy. You got Ace of Spades from Motorhead, Them Bones from Alice in Chains, Ultimate from Denzel Curry. You got Gangstar on there with the song Mass Appeal, Collard Greens by Schoolboy Q and Kendrick Lamar, as well as a myriad of other songs. So I'm really excited about this, and I am actually tempted to pre-order this because Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 was one of the first video games I remember playing.
So there are so many people that don't even skateboard, that don't even like the idea of going outside, that love these games. And I'll tell you, growing up, I mean, kids in my neighborhood were playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater all over the place, but they never really skateboarded either. So it was kind of this interesting thing. But the game is so much fun. And what did you have a skateboard phase? I'm trying to remember,
I
Tyler. You
did,
did,
yeah.
right?
I would argue that the game got me more into skating
Yeah,
just
okay.
because, like, I had so much fun playing the game and the idea of skating was cool that I actually decided to pick up a board and go outside, touch some grass.
Yeah.
Normally, if you're touching grass though on a skateboard, it's normally a
No, not
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
that's actually a bad thing to do on a
Yeah.
skateboard now that I think about it.
Have you been? Has anybody been down to the skate park here under the overpass in Birmingham? I
Um,
I've
think that's
seen
where
it.
Spud plays trivia, I believe.
yeah, City Walk,
Yeah,
s
You been?
not to skate, but I've just, like, been through there.
and quickly got
Yeah.
out is
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
got
hearing.
out of
Yeah.
there pretty quick.
Yeah.
I broke my wrist on a skateboard.
Oh
Huh.
Mhm.
gosh.
Yep.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, I mean
No need.
that's more athletic than saying you broke your wrist playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah, very true. I mean, I guess there could be some controller issues,
Maybe
maybe a
some real bad carpal
Oh,
tunnel.
yeah, I don't know.
do I need to act that out again? I don't think it caught.
Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah. So I tried to stay away from them.
Okay, fun tidbit there. Is that all the bidding you're going to be titting?
No, I've got a total of 7 bits of tid today.
I meant with that specific bit of tit.
Oh,
Yeah.
with that specific
Our
bit of
mics, I hope,
tid,
are
it's over.
catching these.
Okay,
I've displayed that bit all I
I
can.
will allow you to progress.
All right, moving on to the world of movies. Saw 11
Oh,
reportedly canceled. Yes, I told you about this yesterday. This is according to Bloody Disgusting, so you know that there's a good reputation on the line there, and there's a good chance that this is legitimate, even though it's an anonymous source. But that anonymous source told Bloody Disgusting it's totally dead, 100% over for almost a year now. Very matter of factly, just saying that Saw 11 is dead, could not get out of the trap in time after the commercial and critical success of Saw X back in 2023.
so good.
Yes, haven't seen it. Lionsgate announced Saw 11 with a teaser image and a release date for September 27th, 2024. And it was announced that the director of Saw X would be returning, Tobin Bell would be returning, and then the release date got pushed back by a year. And then, according to the source, everything went sideways January 2024. The producers started fighting. Producer attempted to plow forward with the film, and the other put up roadblocks to the production.
Th-
So,
I'm not sure there will be a bit of tid that will make me sadder than the one you just shared because I loved Saw X. I'm a big fan of the Saw franchise. Now, that doesn't mean I'm necessarily the biggest gorehound in the world, but it became an event every single Halloween season, a Saw movie coming out during my adolescence to where it was
they were
like,
coming out yearly for a while.
oh yeah. And they were all narratively juicy. I mean, the traps are one thing. I was in it more for the lore that it built. And every entry provided more and more lore. And I was more a fan of the lore than the gore. I
Mm.
sound a bit like a bore, as I'm gonna probably sell myself like a never mind.
Oh my gosh.
No, I
Nora.
well,
Hey.
kind of works out. Anyway, the point I'm getting to is
That worked
this.
out really well.
It actually did. We won't. Let's not do this.
Yeah,
Let's not seesaw here.
that's okay.
I Saw X, and it was fantastic. It's set between Saw 1 and Saw 2. Tyler's going to be like, I refuse to tiddly bit anymore.
Gently.
I'm not playing tiddly bits.
Right. Saw X was so good. It brought back Tobin Bell, who, spoiler alert for people who haven't been keeping up with Saw for the past 2 decades, Tobin Bell, who plays Jigsaw, died in Saw 3. They killed him off
Oh,
in Saw 3. And it was kind of a shock because you're like, oh my gosh, what are they going to do? And then, he had proteges and he was in flashbacks and, he was still a presence. He had had all
And
these
then he had a
recordings.
backwards hat.
is he the
That is
villain?
correct. Well, sort of. Yeah, some people don't see him as the villain. No, yes, Tyler, he is the villain.
He's a
But
serial killer, Tim.
but he's a highbrow villain to where he makes arguments as to why he's not the villain. He's one of those. He's like a Thanos type that is like, the things I'm doing on surface level look reprehensible, but let me explain a little bit. And they are reprehensible, don't get me
Let
wrong.
me explain to you why putting someone in a reverse bear trap is morally okay.
Tyler, if you
I
see Saw X, you will be rooting for the bear traps. I'm telling you.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what the genius of that movie was. And I hate because they announced we're going to get another one a year later. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. We're getting back into that every year. They're going to crank out something to add more to the lore. And unfortunately, it looks like it fell apart because success brings upon itself a whole set of challenges, just like failure does. So,
The source concluded with Lionsgate just didn't have anyone on set or in the creative meetings to smooth over any disagreements. So those resentments between the two producers just kind of built and built and built while no work got done, and project's just dead now.
that stinks.
Um, it's announced that the franchise could potentially be rebooted by another studio. If you wanted that news to get any worse,
Gosh, it
Tim.
did get worse. It did get worse. All right. Let's go ahead. Will the next tiddly bit cut me as much as that one did?
No, I don't think so. We got our first look at Mortal Kombat 2. This is scheduled to come out in October of this year. Got our first look at a new cast member, Johnny Cage, who was previously just hinted at in the last entry. Will be in this movie on full display, played by Carl Urban, aka Billy Butcher from The Boys.
AKA Dread, AKA, oh my gosh, who did he play on Star Trek? Now, Bones. Bones. He
Oh,
played Bones.
okay.
Um, but yeah, no, that's interesting. Tell me
I
more.
Yeah, I personally think he would make for a better Kano with his accent and his demeanor that we see in The Boys. But Ed Boon says his integration to the Mortal Kombat story and universe is a big part of what Mortal Kombat 2 explores. He's a washed up Hollywood guy thrown into this magical, ultra violent thing. Carl, his depiction of Johnny Cage is different than our games in some ways. He's adding his own flair to it, but it'll feel fresh. There's a novelty factor there. So we'll get to see Carl Urban's Johnny Cage link up with Hiroyuki Sanada playing Scorpion in October.
I love this idea. Um, I wasn't real high on the first one. Wasn't real high on the first one.
It was not good.
Came out during the pandemic. It was a
Mhm.
straight day and day release to HBO Max at the time, and watched it going in pretty hyped up about it because I thought the trailer was great. And I am a Mortal Kombat fan, but didn't love it. And I especially didn't love Kano, his character. The representation there with just, I mean, it was, they played it pretty straight to the character, but it got annoying. It was too much Kano in the first Mortal Kombat. So I'm hoping Carl Urban can bring some strong vibes to this next one. I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, he's definitely got the cocky nature.
Oh yeah,
We've definitely seen that on display, like Johnny Cage is supposed to have.
yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
I'm just glad they didn't get his boys co-star Jack Quaid to play Johnny Cage because he's in everything else. Why not have him play Johnny Cage? Even though that would
What
be
Mortal
completely.
Kombat character would you have Jack Quaid play?
Jack Quaid would play Stryker. I'd have him play Stryker. Probably wouldn't be good, but
No,
that's the
but
best
I
I can
could
come up
actually
with.
see it though. Out of everybody,
Yeah,
yeah, Striker's the
needs to
answer.
be a little bit bigger, but
Mhm.
every Mortal Kombat character is a little bit bigger. I mean, I'm not going to have him playing Jax or something, but Stryker, I would say, would be my vote.
That would be an odd casting as Jax. Moving on, tidbit number 4, HBO's Euphoria, season 3, officially in production in California. Zendaya returning as the main lead. Now there's an insider fan page that has shared some leaked details for the plot for season 3.
Can I guess real quick?
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything.
go for it.
Zendaya dies early in this season.
Um, It's not shared that
Oh,
that's
okay,
what
okay,
happened,
okay.
but we'll see. Um, it's reported that Rue, Zendaya's character, will have a redemption arc over the course of 8 episodes. And opening up, the character Maddie has a night job and is dating a rich businessman. Nate, played by Jacob Elordi, and Cassie, played by Sydney Sweeney, get married in the first episode. And Rue narrates, explaining what's happened to everyone since high school. So I imagine this will be a way to tie up loose ends from the death of Angus Cloud, along with all of his character Fezco's storylines.
Got to do a time jump to make this make sense
Yes.
narratively. E.g., does it ever bug you when you watch something on television or a movie where they cast people who are supposed to be high schoolers but clearly look like they're in their 30s?
Yes and no, because I am a big fan of Gossip Girl, and, like, the entire plot of Gossip Girl makes 0 sense when you realize they're supposed to be 16-year-olds, and they don't look 16. So, I feel like if you can kind of disassociate from plot and just enjoy the antics,
Right,
it works.
right.
But at times, it's like, there's no way that he's supposed to be 17. I never got into Euphoria, though, because it seemed a little too dark for me.
It's very dark.
Yeah.
Extremely dark, yes. Jimmy D, big fan of Euphoria. I
He is a
really
big fan of
I've
Euphoria.
championed Euphoria since the pilot episode. I thought it was
Really?
really, really good, really well done. Now, is it over the top? Like, there's no high school in America that can live up to the reputation of this one? Yeah, I think so. This one has got every problem in the world in one hallway.
Where is it supposed to be based?
I assume California, but
Never says.
it never says. I assume it's LA because there's shots of
It's
Zendaya running around downtown LA.
definitely California. Definitely California. Yeah, yeah. But feels like it could also be Florida in some shots, but
Oh,
I mean, it's
interesting.
definitely
Like in
wild enough to be
Miami?
Florida.
I think it's California though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be watching this one, but I appreciate to hear the lore
I'm
about
gonna
it.
look into it while we get to the next tidbit.
So, next tidbit, one show that you and I both really enjoyed, Tim, was Fallout. Well, Fallout Season 2 officially in production. We've even gotten a little leaked set pictures lately.
Oh,
So here you can see the top along with the Gamora bar. These are locations in New Vegas, and you can see it's very lit up, it's very bright. So this could hint towards it being a pre-war flashback, but not to worry. We also have a major New Vegas landmark. We got Novak, the giant dinosaur statue in New Vegas. So I'm very excited to see what all they do with the New Vegas side of the plot because New Vegas is one of the most beloved games in the franchise. I would argue the most beloved game in the franchise, other than maybe Fallout 3. I would say that those two are neck and neck.
I love pretty much anything set in Vegas. I've talked about this. Almost any shark movie I will watch, almost any Vegas set movie I will watch. I'm a sucker for those two things. I feel like there's a third thing I'm a sucker for, but definitely those two things. And I really liked Fallout way more than I thought I would. Season 1, so good. I thought, not knowing a lot about the property, that I would be completely lost. And I feel like it did a great job of rewarding hardcore fans while also bringing in newbies who have no idea what anything is. And now all I want to do is drink Nuka-Cola all day long.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's like,
Open the Nuka-Cola Quantum, get that nice cherry flavor.
you know how you said like Tony Hawk, the skateboarding game, it was Pro Skater, was something that got you into skateboarding? Like for me, it was this series got me more into the video game aspect. Like I started researching all the games and started figuring out all the lore, and it was just good. If I say lore one more time, just throw something at me.
We've said it quite a bit today.
It's
Have you
true.
played any of the Fallout games yet?
I have not played any of the Fallout games, but I never thought I'd say this, but I did like watch throughs like
Oh,
of other people playing them
yeah.
because I just don't have time to play them myself. Like, and you can watch them on 1.5 speed and like get through the game narratively if you're interested. Like, but I don't have to, the amount of time it takes to download something, have the window of opportunity where none of my family can watch me doing heinous things in the Fallout world. Why are you? I mean, that's the way gaming works.
I'm
You have to survive out there, EG. It's a wasteland. Okay?
Noted.
Bro, I
Sorry.
just chill with my dog in that game. Me and a German Shepherd named Dog Meat just run around taking out zombies.
Well, there you go. I play a little bit more intensely, I guess. What else we got?
Uh,
I'm ready for
so
some bits of Tid.
so next bit of tid, going back to the world of movies. I believe this made your most anticipated movies of the year list. Ari Aster's Eddington.
That is correct with Joaquin Phoenix.
We got our first look at it. It has Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, and Emma Stone, and it is being described as a black comedy western thriller that pits a small town New Mexico sheriff against his mayor. Now, the sheriff is played by Joaquin Phoenix, and the mayor is played by Pedro Pascal, and it will take place during the pandemic. It's a Western set during the pandemic featuring a lot of 2020 politics. It's been called an ensemble film, but the main story focuses on the rivalry between Sheriff Joe Cross, played by Phoenix, and Mayor Ted Garcia, played by Pedro Pascal. The conflict begins when Joe refuses to wear a face mask at a local grocery store. This leads him to run for mayor of Eddington, challenging Ted, who thought he would run unopposed. According to the world of Real, Eddington includes multiple references to Hillary Clinton, Anthony Fauci, mask mandates, George Floyd, Donald Trump, and Tucker Carlson's show can also be seen playing in the background in several scenes. The film is said to be highly violent. Directed by Astor, the film also stars Austin Butler, Luke Grimes, among others, and will hit theaters this summer.
I
What do you
don't
think, Tim?
Well, I don't know if John Saber is still here in the chat or not, but I hope he is. But we worked with a fellow that looks exactly like Sheriff Joaquin Phoenix in there, and his name is John Bird, and looks exactly like him in that shot. And I can't help but not see that. But anyway, I hope John Saber can confirm that with us. You still have not seen Beau is Afraid, right?
I have not. I have not.
If you ever are at home and you're like, I want to watch the trippiest movie maybe ever from start to finish, that I cannot predict where it's going. I mean, who knows what it is that I'm in store for, but I know it's going to be a doozy.
Who knows what Beau's afraid of?
Right. Beau is Afraid is one of the biggest swings in cinema history, in that I can't even properly tell you guys what the plot of the movie is without you looking at me like I'm absolutely insane of what happens. It's not a very good movie.
Okay.
I did not enjoy it, but it is one of the most memorable movies I've ever seen. So I feel reverse, like
What a pitch.
it is one of the most, I will never forget seeing Beau is Afraid. I will never forget the things I saw in Beau is Afraid,
Hmm.
but I did not enjoy the experience.
So it's really scary.
Scary is not the word I would use.
Unsettling.
Unsettling, yes. Traumatizing.
Lots of
Disturbing.
lore.
No, no.
I have a fortune cookie I wanted to throw at you if you said it.
I didn't know you did.
I know.
You can't say it and then punish me. That's not the way it works. Black
She's
Widow.
trying to
I
incept the word
was.
lore into you.
I was.
Yes. But anyway, I just I'm looking forward to this because the ingredients are there. I just hope it all comes together and out of the oven better than what we got with Beau is Afraid, which is one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen, maybe we'll ever see.
Hmm.
But I almost want you to see it just so you're like, I was not prepared. You were right.
You just want my reaction
I
to it.
basically want your reaction to it because I can't properly tell you what that movie is
Okay.
without you wanting to admit me to an insane asylum. So anyway,
Oh,
but I'm excited about this one. It is in my 10 most anticipated. Ari Aster, I like a lot. I don't love, but I like a lot. Joaquin Phoenix, I think, is one of the most talented actors working today, even though he's been on a little bit of a cold streak here.
mm-hmm.
Napoleon, Joker Folie à Deux. He pulled out of the movie that, where he was going to play a gay guy that
Oh, Queer with Daniel Craig.
no,
right?
no, it's
No?
not that one.
Oh,
No. This was another movie where he was going to be in a relationship and it was going to be very intense, and like 3 days before he quit the project.
oh,
3
okay.
days before they started filming.
Hmm,
It
thought
was
that
not
was
Queer.
Okay.
No.
Alrighty. Final tidbits. Tim, get ready to race on your computer. You only got 24 hours, buddy. Hunter Bussey mentioned it in our little text thread. Criterion has announced their 50% off flash sale. Next 24 hours, sir.
So it's officially underway right now?
Yep.
Online?
Yep. Everything in stock.
So I went to 2 Barnes & Noble yesterday. and went to the Criterion section of each. And the prices are absolutely out of this world. I mean, $45, $55 for a Blu-ray. I mean, it's like pretty intense. But I fully support Criterion in that if there's a title that Criterion puts out that you love, it is the ultimate version of that movie to have and to hold. Comes with booklets, comes with all kinds of features. There's so much love put into the restoration of it. And I've shared this story before, I'll share it again. I had a Criterion disc that did not
Oh,
work.
yeah.
And I reached out to the company and they replaced it. It came in the mail last week.
Good.
And completely fresh new copy there that works in my collection. They're great with customer service. And if you can nab something for 50% off, or like I did, I got No Country for Old Men for less than $20 on a big sale on Amazon that immediately sold out. And now
Well,
it's
now you
back
could
up
get
to,
Pan's Labyrinth for less than $20. Knock it off the list.
I could knock it off the list. That is the edition of Pan's Labyrinth. I held it yesterday in my hands and thought about it. And I did see there's a steelbook edition of 7
Yes.
that has a little bit of a discount on it over there if you want
Where?
to go check it out. I'll
Where?
tell you. It's at one of our Barnes and Nobles.
All right,
But
I'll like grab that today or
I'll
tomorrow.
let you know exactly even what section it is because
Oh,
I kind of hit it just in case you wanted to
my boy,
to go get it.
my boy.
Okay. Anyway,
That was the last tidbit.
that's great
I've
stuff.
displayed all my tidbits.
That's great.
Okay.
Right. Thank you so much for putting those out there. And kind of a Beau is Afraid situation too. I mean, there's some tidbits on display there too.
Ew.
I'm sorry, I'm not selling the
I'm
movie.
trying to
This is
see
why I couldn't.
Joaquin Phoenix's tidbits.
It's not his tidbits.
Ew.
Anyway, we won't talk about it anymore. Okay, we are a respectful show that's here to do great work, and that is what we're here to do. There's another group that's also, you know, there to do great work. I'm trying to figure out how to segue properly without it sounding awful, but who knows? Maybe you have some bits that you need worked on that's in the general, face region. Maybe I don't know what to say. Other than you should go to Alabama Dental Associates. They're going to help you out with all the problems that you have. Maybe you have a problem speaking like I do. You should head on over to Alabama Dental Associates as they work on your mouth. Yes, located on Grants Mill Road. That's Dr. Jeff, Dr. Brian, Dr. Nolan. Over at Alabama Dental Associates, they provide you all sorts of services when it comes to staying on top of your dental health. Whether you have that nagging toothache or you just need to get on top of those regular cleanings that you've been putting off. Have you been flossing? Well, you need to. And then you need to head on over to Alabama Dental Associates. They're accepting new patients now and can help you feel at ease about all of your upcoming dental procedures. For more information or to make an appointment, call them 205-956-8977 or visit alabamadental.com where they look forward to seeing you for sure. Tell them Tim Melton and the Meltdown sent you. That would make us very happy. Okay, it is now time, guys, for us to get, by the way, great job on your tidbits there, Tyler. It is now time to get to our mystery box. E.g., you still I know you've still got the poker bug. Do you still have the mystery box bug?
Yeah, I do. I do.
I don't believe you
That
now.
might be the least enthused I've
I
ever
was-
heard EG
I
about
was-
a mystery box.
I was drinking my beverage, and so I was still waiting for it to go down the pipe when you asked me that.
Okay, well, let me ask again because I didn't get any excitement out of your first
You
answer.
caught her mid bev.
My
did.
bev.
That sounds like an EG-ism. Are you excited for this mystery box today? Here we go. Okay. You sounded like Grover being strangled.
Who's Groger?
Oh gosh.
Kroger?
This is why.
Grogu.
No. This is why
Who's Grogu?
Grogu is
The tree?
Mandalorian
Oh.
child. The tree?
Who's
Are you thinking of Groot?
Groot?
Groot. Yeah, okay. Gogurt is something you open up and you eat,
Yeah, yeah.
okay?
I thought it was a character or something.
We started off so I was like, who's Black Widow? You're like, oh, Scarlett Johansson, And you immediately you start taking all this credit. If you're in here long enough, you'll learn something. And then
Yeah.
now you're like, Gerber?
No, wait,
Like-
I thought that
Grover.
Grover.
Grover, yes.
Do you know who Grover is?
From Elmo?
Technically, yes. Technically, yes. They're friends. But I mean, the show's not
They
about
live on
them.
the same street.
So wait, can we go back? Who got strangled?
Well, you sounded like Grover being strangled when you went like,
Yeah, how did Go-Gurt come into the mix?
You started naming off random G words, and I just
Oh.
was like, well, here's what a Go-Gurt is, because
Oh,
it sounded
I
like
thought you okay, I'm sorry.
I am
What's in the box?
There we
Ah, there it is.
Thank you. Tyler's the only one who showed up to work today.
Apparently.
Every day.
Oh, no.
Are you tangled? What's going on?
I am tangled.
Oh,
All right.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No box cutter needed.
Oh, you just
Does that make you
oh,
sad?
just ripped it open.
My bare hands, literal bare hands.
Bare
These
hands.
are okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
We ready? So
Right to bare arms.
once again, thank you, Ush, for providing us with our mystery box. We have no idea what's in here. We hope we can mark off some things on the list. But we've been going around to random people begging them, please give us your random DVDs that you no longer want. And this is what we've got. So let's see what we got. I have no idea how many are in here. So let's do this.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Ready? We have another edition of the Lego movie.
Okay.
It's a good movie. We now have 2 editions of it.
I've actually never seen the Lego movie.
I think I've
Good.
seen it, weirdly enough.
It's pretty good. Next up,
Shark.
okay, the
What?
anniversary edition of E.T.
Oh.
E.T. Phone home.
That was really good,
Thank
actually.
you.
That was actually really, really good. There you go. Can you do that, but instead say EG every time you do it?
Yeah, look, I gotta have the moment hit me again.
Okay.
So, not now.
All right. Next. Sing.
Oh.
Okay.
Sing. Now,
Isn't Matthew McConaughey a koala in that?
honestly, don't know.
Or does that Sing too?
Honestly, can't tell you.
Yeah. I thought this was Zootopia for a long time. I used to get them confused.
Next
Oh,
up.
I like the DMV scene in Zootopia.
Yeah.
Sloth.
This is called The Best Western Ever Made
Oh.
by the Houston Chronicle. Lonesome Dove. Robert Duvall and Tommy Lee Jones. I've not seen this movie, but this looks like something Ush has
It-
worn out.
Oh, yeah.
Robert Duvall kind of has a Sam Elliott look to him in
Love
that.
it.
Yeah, in that cover.
Next up, Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted.
Oh, I saw that in the theaters.
Is this a good one?
That's the there's that one scene that's really funny. I can't remember what the song is though, with the afro. Polka dot afro, that one.
Yeah, I think that one
Da
is
da
in
da
there.
da 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 da. Circus afro, polka dot afro.
You would like that one. There's a Russian bear in there.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't expect that comment today. Our 17th edition of The Holiday.
Holy.
This is an Ush box. Like, we're not
is.
I
supposed to.
feel
But
like
Megan
Ush put
loves-
that in on purpose as like a joke, you know? It's like
Jude Law.
They've had
Jude.
plenty of these.
Listen, Jude Law for the girls.
Okay.
Pretty.
Next up, the 70th anniversary 2-disc special edition of The Wizard of Oz. I'm happy to have this
It's
one.
fun. That's a great one.
Or as we like to call it, the sequel to Wicked for Good.
Now, does
Wicked
that
Part
have the
2.
original version of Wizard of Oz on there?
With the
Before-
munchkin.
Yeah. Yeah, EG knows what I'm talking about.
I know the lore.
Every time we get into Wizard of Oz, Tyler takes it to a dark, dark place.
Apparently it was a dark time,
It was a great movie.
but I love the movie.
Another copy of this. We already have this, but it is Frequency.
When did we get that one? Second and Charles or eBay?
So I think this was a Bow Box
Oh.
one. Yeah,
Oh.
Frequency. But
Interesting.
it's becoming more frequent that we're getting this.
Oh, there we go.
Ugh. Okay. I hate myself. We move on.
No.
I do. Here we go. The Land Before Time.
Oh, that was like
Yeah.
a classic in elementary school.
The
Just
Land Before
like
Time.
it's like Christmas week or the week right before you get out of school. So like teachers just wheel in the TV, throw in a VHS, call
Yeah.
it a day.
Yeah. Movie's kind of sad though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, you're watching these dinosaurs and you know what happens.
Yeah.
It's all gonna
You're
be
just
over.
you're just waiting for time. The land during time.
So I have not looked down at this, but it is hefty. It has got a slip cover, and it feels
Oh.
like it's got multiple discs. So
Oh.
I'm going to guess a season of television, but I mean, it is like
I mean, I would
intense.
say like hopefully it's Seinfeld, but there's no way Ush would give
No,
up.
he wouldn't part with that.
This is
Yeah.
a win.
The Office.
The Office season 2.
Oh.
That is such a win.
This is a win. full season of season 2, and it's in great condition. So good stuff there.
I have the box set on Blu-ray of The Office.
Smart, because you never know where it's
Never
going to end
know.
up.
That and Harry Potter.
Next up, another copy of Despicable Me.
It's a classic.
Despicable Me. Got lots of kids' movies. I mean, that's fine, but it's just, I don't know what else to say other than Minions. Minions are here too.
Banana.
Ba, 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 ba.
Okay.
I didn't know I was like setting her off.
Yeah.
The cultural divide in this room has never been stronger.
I never liked the Minions.
Like
I never did.
loves the Minions.
This is a huge.
Oh wow! I'm
Wow,
surprised
what
he
is
partnered
that?
with this.
Oh, I'm very happy about this. I love this series.
Wow.
Oh, what is it?
Friday Night Lights, the complete series.
Why do I feel like he's gonna want this one back?
Oh, and it looks like a yearbook kind of for the box
It
set.
does. This is
That's cool.
the best, maybe the best thing I pulled out of any box so far, even though at the top it's covered in hair.
Oh no!
I don't know whose, because it's not Ush's.
Yeah, it's not. It might be his beard, maybe.
I mean, did he get it trapped in there while he was looking
I
through?
don't know.
Full beard, closed box, can't lose. Friday Night Lights, the complete series. This is
That's
great.
great.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this.
Awesome.
Big fan of this. Home run. Love this series. Great stuff. Happy to have that as a part of the collection. Thank you, Ush. This is wonderful. Okay. Go ahead and get the slipcover back on. Good stuff there. Thank you,
Wow.
Ush. Next.
It's heavy as lead.
That's a home run. Next up, this one's pretty nice. It's in a slipcover. It is Transformers.
Mm.
1984 to 2009, the complete first season.
Ooh, that's the OG Transformers. I like that.
OG Transformers. It's got
Nice.
2 sets here. Very nice. Next up, The Never Ending Story on DVD. This is a good pull. These are getting better and better. Never Ending Story.
Falcor.
I did not like this movie when the horse dies.
Oh yeah. Was it like a wolf or a dog? It looked real scared when I was a kid.
Oh my gosh!
The Office
wow.
season 3.
Another great pull.
Another great pull. Ush is coming through big here.
Yeah, this is like the best
Big.
box.
Big.
So good. I love The Office.
Next up, Star Wars, the complete saga on Blu-ray. This is episodes 1 through 6, all on Blu-ray.
Ush, what are you doing?
So good stuff there.
Wow, this is a
this
great
is
box.
a home run box here.
This is our best
Home
box.
run box. I mean, yeah, all of them are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I can't believe how much Ush is hooking us up here with this. This is great. All right, next up.
Are we nearing the end?
We are Despicable Me 2.
Oh wow, lots of Despicable Me.
Lots of Despicable Me. Next up. This is interesting. It is a paper.
What?
It's G.I. Joe. But I'm trying to make sure it's just one. It's just supposed to be one disc. Looks like it. 8 episodes from the original animated series G.I. Joe Countdown for Zartan.
All right. Yeah.
So if you're a big G.I. Joe fan,
Let us know.
he's a real American hero. Okay, we got 3 more.
Okay.
Who was your favorite from G.I. Joe?
I don't have one.
Oh, okay.
I'd say G.I. Joe himself.
Well, there you go.
The original.
Oh,
Madagascar.
yeah,
It's a great movie.
it is.
You guys really like it.
Yeah,
I
it is.
do.
It was a wild family movie because you'd have like the animals just trying to like get home or get out of the zoo or whatever, but then the penguins would be on like this entire
Listen.
side plot that's basically like they're basically storming the beaches of
Espionage.
Normandy while just the Ben Stiller, the Lions, doing his thing.
I like Ross is the giraffe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yes.
Melvin.
Yeah, Melman the giraffe.
Melman, yeah.
Jada Pinkett is Gloria the hippo.
Gloria, and then
Chris Rock is the zebra.
yeah, what's his
Marty.
name? Marty. Mm-hmm.
Ocean's 11.
Ooh,
Oh, good
okay.
movie.
Love
I
those.
like Vegas set movies. This is one of them for sure. Ocean's 11, where they pull off the heist of the century. 2 thumbs up for Ocean's 11, according to Ebert and Roper. We have Oceans, I think, as part of the collection, we have Ocean's 13,
Mhm.
which is, I think, better than Ocean's 12.
Is 13 with the newest one?
No.
No. What's
That
the
was
newest
like
one?
Ocean's 8, I think.
Yeah, there's a female
Yeah, with Sandra
Oceans
Bullock.
reboot that I believe was last one. I think it was like Ocean's 8.
Yeah.
Finally, it is The Princess Bride on DVD.
Oh,
We haven't
good
gotten on yet, I
boy.
don't think.
We have not gotten
But
this
this
one
has
yet.
been a lot of guesses for people.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow,
The Princess
okay.
Bride there. So great box, Ush.
Wow.
Fantastic addition to the collection. And while nothing gets marked off up there, this is by far and away the best day where nothing gets marked
Agreed.
off.
Agreed.
It may be, I mean, it's up there for best day ever
Yeah.
because I love a lot of this stuff. Love a
Great.
lot of this stuff, including the Friday Night Lights complete series. So that's great stuff. Ush, thank you so much for your contribution here to Meltdonia. Any reaction to the box so far there, Tyler, as we just pulled here live on the air?
Pavlik wants to know if Ush raided the Shelby County Library. Like, are we sure he did not do that, or have we confirmed that this is from his own personal collection?
Having to try to get those library stickers off myself of the collection to try to preserve it for some sort of posterity, I can tell you that this did not come from the Shelby County Library because all of these are pristine copies.
They are.
So no sticker residue.
Okay, there we go. Let's see here. This box is fire.
Mhm.
And Smuff wants to know if Steve Carell pissed off Ush.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe he's just done with the whole like, the office was a phase of my life I want to get rid of. I'm
Yeah.
boxing it up and it's going. But great box there. Thank you so much, Ush. We appreciate that. Brian Pavlik on the show with us tomorrow.
Whoop, whoop.
Looking very forward to his contributions as I have assigned him a task of coming up with Disney IP that needs some life brought back to it. Some things that could use a reboot, a re-enhancement, a re-envisioning,
Yeah.
a relaunch.
A great person for that topic.
Yes, I agree. Brian Pavlik, the man. We appreciate all of our contributors here to the Meltdown, and we appreciate all of you lovely Meltdonians. We highly recommend that you head on over to our title sponsor. That is MyBookie at mybookie.ag. You can bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. A 50% deposit bonus currently there at MyBookie, up to $1,000. Plus, you get that $10 casino chip on them when using the code next round. Head on over to MyBookie and do that today. Once again, we will be here with you tomorrow, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. Hit that thumbs up button for us and make sure you're subscribed if you have not already. We will see you then.